And just like that, I'm here. Good evening, everybody. How are you? I'm hoping everybody is all fine and they can hear me okay as well. There is a little bit of a change, as you can see. I have camera over there, backwards in it, camera over there, which is filming about that much of a clean layout. Everything all sounds fine. Thank you very much, Mike. Okay, right. Who have we got in the chat then? Let's have a look, shall we? And I'll get on to what's running over there in a minute. Right, so let's have a look. Live chat. Scroll right back to beginning. We have got... Oh, let's have a look. We have loads of people. We have RGJ trains, sorry, Robin Grace. They were in first by the look on it. We have Paul at Wolfsec, he's in as well. We've got Mav, he's here. Hello, Mav. We got Andy. Hello, Andy. I don't know whether you can tell or not, but there is a significant difference in picture quality between this camera and that one. And that is because I've treated myself to a new phone. And I've been wanting to do this for such a long time now. I thought as soon as I get my new phone, the first thing I'm going to do is next time I do a live stream is to be able to have a cam with trains running, damn it, that side. Anyway, who else we got? We got Mike at Putnam Junction. Hello, Mike. Who else we got? We got Peter Jackson. Hello, Peter. Who else we got? Anyone else? We got Dino. Hello, Dino. How are you, my friend? Anyone else? We got Simon at Simon Trains. He's in the house. Hello, Simon. We've got Paul at Smallwood Junction. Hello. We have my mom, Janice Finn. Everyone all say hello to my mom. Oh, dear. Oh, this could get embarrassing very quickly. We have Craig at New Durham Junction. Hello, Craig. We have Mark at Donegal Dad as well. Hello, Mark. Good evening, everybody. 18 already. Wow, fantastic. Everyone's all saying hello to me mum now. Right then, everybody. Hello, how are you? I'm hoping everyone is all okay. Oh, come on, girl. Come on. She's starting to slow down a bit. Let me give her a little bit more beans. That's it. Come on, girl. Keep moving. Keep moving. There's a reason why that train is running around on the layout. She's a little bit on the poorly side. Although, albeit when I got her, she wasn't running at all. But now she's running absolutely beautifully. But I'll get on to her a little later. I'm kind of hoping somebody appears in the chat. But if he doesn't appear in the chat, that's absolutely fine. I will grab him a little bit later. We have Timber Surf, he's in the house. Hello, Timber. We also have Trevor. Hello, how are you? And we have Valerie. Hello, Valerie. How are you? It's nice to see you in our chat. And just as I says it, there comes Dragon Junction. Hello, Andy. And everybody else. How are you all? Right then, Alan. I cannot say thank you to you enough. I really can't. The poorly little girl that you can see limping behind me every now and again, that is the Hogwarts Express. And that was very kindly given to me by Alan at Dragon Junction. And Alan did warn me that it wasn't working very well. It's nice to put a face to the name. Thank you very much, Valerie. Well, here I am. Anyway, yes, Hogwarts Express. I have finally got one. I've wanted one for quite some time, actually. And when I met up with Alan at the Great Electric Train Show, he asked me if I would like one. And he refused to take anything off me for it. He told me it wasn't working very well and left me to it. Now, admittedly, I have got a running now. I had to put some new brushes in, but I think the motor is extremely tired. Reason being, you can see how slow she's going now, and that's at about 70% of power. So, yeah, she's not a very well little girl. She really isn't. So she's going to get treated to a new motor very soon, I hope, and I'm hoping that will fix her little issues. But other than that, she runs great. She's running around on the layout pretty well as well. We had some derailment issues earlier, and that was because of me. I hadn't set the track properly across one bit, but now I've used the West Hill Wagon Works' track setting kit. I was able to set it right, and I've now got no derailments. So, Chris, West Hill Wagon Works, thank you very much for that. Anyway, back to Alan. It surprises me. It really does. In fact, hang on a moment. I'm going to stop the poor old girl because I fear that she's probably going to conk out soon. So we'll stop her about there. There we go. Plus, I can hear myself think as well. So yeah, Alan, not only did he give me the Hogwarts Express, which I was very, very grateful for, he also gave me the 3 coaches that come with it as well, which is all part of the Hogwarts Express. And not only that, he gave me loads of other bits and pieces too, which I really was not expecting. And I've got them all here in front of me right now. So I've got a nice bus, double-decker bus. I've got an open-top double-decker bus. I've got this lovely old lorry here. It's a very nice one. So I've got that one as well. The new camera is awesome, isn't it? I've also got these as well. All these have all been gifted to me by Alan. And honestly, I really cannot say thank you enough. There's all those as well. I've got these, which are fence posts, and I've got the fence panels here somewhere. Oh, here's the fence panels. There's the fence panels to go with them. And then, of course, he's also given me another card as well. And I believe his other card is up there somewhere. Yeah, it's just above my head. Office desks. I've also got traffic bollards. What else have I got? I've got paint tins. I've got some vacuum brake cylinders. Honestly, these are all really cool. I've got some beware of the train cast iron signs here. Obviously, they're not real cast iron. And I've also got another Lord Al's Lav as well. So, Al, I think I've got 3 of these now. Oh dear, what else did he give me? He also gave me some Euro stackable storage boxes as well. And a couple of fences. I think there's another one down there. Yep, there's another one down there. So I've got 3 lots of fences down there as well. And that's it really. As soon as I got the box, I thought, that looks a little bit big for what I was expecting. Yeah. He's given me so much. I'm just eternally grateful. I really am. And so Alan, really, from the bottom of my heart, thank you very, very much for that. Now we get on to another one, which is RGJ trains. I'll catch up with the chat in a moment. I mean, I think most of you that are here in the chat tonight are very well know very much words, trying to get them out, will know of the Bridge of Doom. And the Bridge of Doom is right behind me. Yes. And the Bridge of Doom is also holding the other camera up as well. So it's got a few uses at the moment. Oh, we've got Tim in the house. Hello, Tim. How are you? So RGJ Trains, thank you very much for the Bridge of Doom. Of course, there wasn't just those. There was some sheep as well that I got sent me, although out of scale. But I've still got some sheep here. Look. So I don't care whether they're out of scale or not. They're fine to me. They are. But yeah, they did tell me they were out of scale, so it's fine. I got a lovely letter off Grace as well, which did make me chuckle. So it did work. Thank you very much, Grace. And not only that, Rob also sent me one of his trains to get working again. It was squealing its head off, and as a result, I told him, send it over, let me have a look at it, and I'll fix it for you. And I did. I've sent it back to him, and I think you received that back yesterday, didn't you, Rob? Yeah, and of course I had to have Welsh sheep as well, of course. So Rob, Grace, thank you very much for your kind little donation there, and keep an eye out because the Bridge of Doom has now got a new place on the layout, which also means I need to do a little bit of remodeling over in this direction over here. Anyway, let's go back to the chat because I think there are a few more people that have popped in. Let's have a look. I've already said hello to those. We've got hi, hello, how are you? Let's have a look. Who else have we got? She's gorgeous and I'm jealous. Bet you can't guess who is typing. Rob. Hogwarts Express. Actually, no, it's not. It's Grace, isn't it? Of course, it'll be Grace. She's mad on Harry Potter. Dino, no, Mom, don't say nothing. Is any funny stories about Brian? Oh dear. Yeah, my mum's got quite a fair few embarrassing stories about me. Right, okay, right. Let's see if we can try and catch up with the chat now then. So excuse me if you're looking at my head for a bit. In fact, actually, I'll bring you up here so I can see better. Let's have a look. I got one of those nice little runner that is, it's the only steam train I have. Then we've got Grace shouting Hogwarts Express. Yeah. We are sorry to announce the Hogwarts Express has been cancelled. This is due to, I don't know. It is due to the fact she's got a poorly motor. But I got her running again, which was my goal. I wanted to get her running again. But I think due to the issues that it had to begin with, I think it burned out a pole or two on the motor, I think. But let's have a look. Oh, we got Martin at Sheddenmouth Junction. If anyone doesn't know, Martin is going to be live at 7:30 tonight. So I will be closing down the live stream then. I will also put a link in the description for people to go and follow him if you wish to see him for an hour. And then, of course, we've got Rob and Grace afterwards at 8:30. So it's going to be a busy night tonight, live stream-wise. We are at Crewe on Sunday, Marv. Well, I will be at Crew, but on the Saturday. So sadly, I'll be missing both of you. Let's have a look. Yeah, you're very welcome, Alan. Thank you very much, pal. I really do. Honestly appreciate it. I don't really quite know what I'm going to do with all this lot yet, but I've got a couple of ideas already. And at least a few of those kits are going to help towards fitting in with Lord L's Lou. What else we got here? At work, got you in the background. Okay, Craig, no problem, my friend. I was right with Bridge of Doom. You poor sod, Brian. Well, Mav, I took the opportunity. Rob and Grace very kindly said I could have it if I wanted. And they said all they wanted out of that really was to see what I do with it. So, yeah, it's going to fit in quite well with what I've got planned. Whether it's going to work or not is another thing. But, yeah, I'm kind of hoping it will. And if you like, later on, if I've got enough time, I may actually go and show you what it is I'm actually going to do with it. All right, yep, tested tonight. Thank you so much for fixing it. You are very welcome. Moneybrook Junction is in the house. Hello, Mark. Right, okay, right. Valerie, you're going to get spannered. So there we go. You're spannered now. I don't know why you're not already, Simon, but you too are also spannered. So we'll give you a spanner as well. And Moneybrook Junction, Mark, seems as I've seen you a few times. You can also be added to. There we go. You're all now spannered. Congratulations. Right, we've got people saying hello to one another. Oh, hello. Who we got here? We've got, I nearly said it then. We got Mr. X from Burton Central. Hello, Mr. X. Very nearly let the cat out the bag there. I do apologise. Everyone's all saying hello to Burton Central. Oh, we've got to give Mom a spanner, haven't we? Right, okay, Mom, there you go. You've been spannered also. I can't give everybody a spanner and not me Mom. For some reason, Dragon Junction isn't. So Dragon Junction also gets a spanner. We'll be missing you at Crew, Brian. I'm going on the Sunday. That's absolutely fine, that is. Martin, you get a spanner also. So let's add you. There you go, Martin. You're now spannered as well, my friend. So I'll be looking forward to seeing your live stream a little bit later on. Let's have a look. But hey, I've caught up. Brian's mum. Please post baby pictures my mum did of me. Well, fortunately for me, for two reasons. Firstly, I have all the baby pictures. Sorry, and also you can't post pictures in the chat. And let's face it, most of my baby pictures are with me in my birthday suit, and you really do not want to see that. I'll scare everybody away. Right, okay, we have now 24 in the chat. Awesome. Right, okay, now then, first things first, we need to have Mug of the Month. And of course, Mug of the Month is the Hogwarts Express. It's got to be, hasn't it? So cheers to everybody. And the Hogwarts Express mug I bought from the National Railway Museum in York last year, I think it was. So cheers, everyone. Oh, yes. I do love me coffee. Anyways, right. I need to put the chat over here, really, don't I? Keep it close to me. Right. Yes, I remember that one. Andy Dobson, hello, welcome. How are you? Right then, all. Okay, right. First thing I want to say is well, I was going to, but no. Then we got Clive Newlyn Railway Junction. I've got junction on the brain tonight. Hello, Clive. How are you? Glad you could join us this evening. Mav, I don't know why, but I'm going to spanner you as well, Mav. So there you go. Andy shouting his name. To those of you who probably don't realise, there are a small group of us who put in capitals our names, and it's like Andy. When I'm on one of his live streams, he'll go, Brian. You know, and I do exactly the same thing to him. Reason being is it was something that Bernie used to do every time we jumped on one of his live streams, and yeah, we've sort of carried the tradition on, so to speak, in his memory. So if any of you are wondering why we are shouting our names at each other, that's the reason why. And just as I say that, in comes John at Piccadilly Model Railway. Hello, John. Hello. Okie dokie. Right. Now then, for those of you who probably haven't seen it already, this is one of the locomotives that I bought from the Great Electric Train Show. And this is a Class 35 Hymic. Now, when I showed this in the last stream, I got a message from one of our regulars saying that it was a HO model, and me not knowing any better, I agreed and said that I've got a few other HO locomotives dotted around on the layout. Actually, one of which is she up there? I'm sure she's up there. Hang on, I'll go and get her for you. There she is. There we go. Right. This cracking locomotive, and I tell you what, it's probably one of the best detailed locomotives I've got, to be kind of honest with you. And I'll give her a little bit of a brush, make her look her best for when she gets on the camera. And this is a French locomotive called Nord. A lot of people who remember my old layout will remember this very well, because this used to feature on my old layout quite an awful lot. It's a River Rossi model, and here she is. That is Nord. She is an absolute beautiful engine, she is, and she runs absolutely lovely. She really does. And yeah, this was one of the locomotives my mum actually bought for me in an auction one year. So yeah, she's still going, Mum. There you go. Lovely model that is. Absolutely beautiful. I'll have to get her out on the layout one of the days very soon. But I used to run her with get that back in there. I used to run her with the Pullman coaches I've got, because they've been a chocolate brown colour. They get back on the shelf there. Go on, get in. That's it. Right. They used to go quite well with that. Obviously slightly out of scale, because being HO, she should be a little bit bigger than that. Do forgive the fireworks. I bloody hate fireworks. Anthony, hello. How are you? Welcome to the chat, Anthony. I'm glad you made it. Let me just make sure I haven't missed anybody else. Still got people saying hello to one another. So back to the Class 35. Now, it turns out this is not HO. This is actually double O. and this is one of the very first Hornby Triang locomotives that was produced by Hornby Triang back in the day. This one's not without its issues, which I've already covered. But this one I've bought basically as a spares for the ones above me, above my head. So it's a lovely locomotive. This is from back in the early 1970s. If my memory serves me rightly, I think Dave told me this was produced in about 1972, I think they were. Well, to begin with, how old this one is, I have no idea, but it's a 1970s model anyway. So as soon as I got told this was a HO model, I thought I'd best make absolutely sure. So I spoke to the Triang specialist, which is Dave Angel. A lot of you probably already know who Dave Angel is. And Dave quite promptly told me, no, it is actually 00 gauge. So from the horse's mouth, there you go. This is most definitely a 00 gauge locomotive, which I was quite grateful about. So there we have it. So I hope that puts at least one of you straight on the whole idea. So yeah. Right then, what are we going to talk about next? Good question. Well, we've been talking about Bernie. Let's move the cam over there a little bit and pick him up. There we go. This is a Class 45, which was donated to the layout some time back by Bernie. And this was one of 6 locomotives that he gave to me, which was very kind of him. And this was the only one that wouldn't run. And so what I've done is I've managed to get it working again. And yeah, great. That's all sorted now. Right. People, can you all just talk amongst yourselves just for a couple of minutes? I need to pop downstairs. Won't be long. No, you're all right. Oh, it's fine. Oh. Sorry about that. I just scared the living daylights out of my wife. I forgot to tell her that the builder was dropping some stuff off into the garden and she thought there was somebody breaking in. Oh dear. Yeah, sorry. Sorry, lovely. Oh dear. Right, okay. What's been going on since I've popped out? RGJ trains. For anyone tuning in, Brian is BRB. Okay, it's tea time, lol. Yeah, the plan was I was going to dash out and just leave you all here and see how long you all take before you all disappeared. No, I'm joking. Oh dear. But yes, I did give my poor wife a little bit of a heart attack there. So yeah, sorry, darling. Oh dear, what's on Saturday? Nothing. Brian buggered off. Me and Lisa will be there on Saturday. Oh, brilliant. Okay, Mark. Well, I'll see you there on the Saturday. That's awesome. What's on Saturday? Oh, Valerie. Right. Okay. If somebody could just remind me, because I've forgotten what it's called, but basically there is a model exhibition in Crewe next weekend. So if any of you are able to pop along, then great. It's on Saturday and Sunday. I will be there on the Saturday. I know a lot of you have already said that you're going to be there on the Sunday. I have a very exciting evening tonight. Well, I sincerely hope you do, John, and I hope it's entailing you watching all these live streams. But yeah, definitely looking forward to Martin's live stream, because he's going to be doing his live stream with his daughter tonight. So I thought it's a little bit of a special one for him. So I thought I will just end my stream when it's time for him to jump on his. I mean, at the end of the day, you know, my live streams normally last about an hour and a half anyway. Sometimes a little bit later, but who knows? Right, I suppose it's best to give you a little bit of a layout update, hadn't I? Well, not a lot's happened since the last one. In fact, actually, nothing at all has happened since the last one. But oh, thanks, Peter. But despite the fact nothing at all has been happening on the layout, an awful lot has been going on planning wise. So what I'm going to be doing is the track leading into Finchester Works over here is going to be slightly revised. Let's have a look. Where is it? Oh, crumbs, where have I done with that? It doesn't matter. I'll find it later. But if I remember his name, I think his name was Paul Lund, sorry, I think it was. He was the guy who designs all the track plans for Pico, and he was doing a demonstration on setting out your layouts and stuff like that. I think he helped Martin design his layout, I think. And he's also helped me with reconfiguring the track into Finchester Works, because it hasn't been working very well. The curve that I've got coming from the station in is too tight, and I need to revise it. And he's managed to work out the best way for me to do that, and that would be to where it enters into Finchester Works from the train station, all that's going to be taken out, and it's going to be reconfigured into the main line over on the far side, which I'll show you a little bit later. Also, the Bridge of Doom. I knew that the Bridge of Doom was going to be coming to me for quite a while now, so it's taken me some time to actually stop and have a little bit of a think about what I'm going to do with it. And it's going to mean me reconfiguring track just ever so slightly across the back edge there. I did have, well, still do, a disused section of the layout, which is on that far side there. And as the Bridge of Doom is only a single track suspension bridge, it means that where it's going to be going will mean that the disused line that I was going to use is going to have to be taken out, which is fine. I've got no problem with that at all. It's not really going to affect what I had in mind anyway. But what it is going to do, it means that instead of it being a branch line that used to be a 2-line branch line, it's now just going to be a single line, and this is going to feature in the middle of it. What else is there? I've also been doing some planning as well on the roof section as well. I haven't done any more to the roof section as yet. I have been waiting for a few bits and pieces to collect before I can continue with that, which I've now got. One of which is Hotel Wednesday from the Metcalfe range. And if any of you are watching Richard over at Trains in the Attic, you will see that he's actually building that kit right now. I've just noticed Flymo's in the house. He certainly is. Hello, Adam. How are you? Anybody want anything from the chippy? No, thank you very much, Jason. I'm quite all right. I've already been to the chip shop today. Thank you very much. So yes, I very much enjoyed my fish and chips earlier, and now I'm enjoying my coffee. Beautiful. Right, let's have a look, see if anyone's been saying much really other than hi to people. The disused line will become disused again. Yes, but unfortunately disused to the point of where it's going to be going back into the drawer. Flymo, you're never late to the stream. It's absolutely fine. Probably end up with Wilf Lun, lol. I've got his book here somewhere. Let me just have a look. I put it down in a safe place, and now I can't find it because it's in such a safe place. I don't know where it is. I had it in my hand earlier. Where is it? Did I put it down here? Of course I did. Right. His name is Paul A. Lowe. That's his book that he wrote. And these are all like a book all about track plans and stuff like that that he's done. And he's very, very, very kindly helped me out in sorting out Finchester Works. So before I start doing the work on that, I'm going to read this book and see if there's any other ideas that he might give me to help me in terms of rebuilding. Really, the only stipulation I had with the rebuilding of it was I can't move the turntable. I can, but I can't. When I say I can't, well, when I say I can, I mean it's not going to move from the position that it's in now, but because it's on a separate baseboard, it enables me to actually slide it back and forth. So I can slide it over here towards the table here a little bit more if I wanted to. What the bloody happened there? Bear with. Hopefully that works. No. Does that work? No. Just bear with me a minute. How's that? That working now? Yes. Excellent. Right. Okay. I do apologise about that, but due to technical issues, StreamYard doesn't like this for some reason. I don't know why. Um, I was having problems with it before the stream started, to be honest, and when the stream started, I was getting this horrible feedback. I turned all the mics off, as you should, but yet I could still hear myself on the other phone, which was giving the horrible feedback, as you just heard. I got it all sorted out, but for then some strange reason, it just suddenly decided it was going to go back to how it was again. It was, all I did was I just refreshed it, and it was fine. But for some reason, there's some glitch somewhere, and wow, as you can see, you've now got the bigger version of me, and you can see the bridge of doom a lot better as well. So yeah, so there we go. So we're back to just the one camera again, and I think that's probably how it's going to stay too. Which is a bit of a shame, really, because I do like to have multiple cameras, and getting a new phone I thought was a great opportunity, but nah, it's not going to work, is it? Never mind. Anyway, right. Where were we? Oh, yes. So, I think the best thing for me to do really is just to show you what it is I've been doing in terms of planning, just that you can get a rough idea of what's going to be happening here on the layout over the next couple of months from now. So before I go through that, I'm just going to make sure. Oh dear, Flymo's been getting his vaccinations. I hope that doesn't knock you about too much. Robert is timbers away. Combining us both. Ah, Grob, right, okay. Right. Simon's asked, am I planning on going to Whalley? To be kind of honest with you, not feeling the love. Are you? Oh, right. Are you on about what was going on earlier? I see. Right. Okay. Yeah, Simon, I did get given the opportunity to go to Whalley, but sorry, I'm really, really low on funds right now, and I had the option to either go to Whalley or go to the Crew exhibition next weekend. And to be fair, what with issues that I have going on at home as well at the moment, I felt it was probably better that I go to the Crew one, because that means I'm not there as long during the day. I can get back in reasonably good time too. And that means that I'm not away from home too much either. But yeah, I did give myself the opportunity to either go to Whalley or go to Getz this year, and I decided to go to Getz. So yeah, so sadly, unfortunately for me, I won't be going to Getz this year. Whalley, sorry. I wanted to go, but no, sadly, I can't do it. I really can't. But anyway, I'm going to Crew instead. So if anyone's there on the Saturday, please come and say hello. I'll be bringing my hobby cards with me as well. So I'll be giving that out to those who haven't got one. Let's have a look. But I've just eaten sausage and chips. Or people are all giving Jason their orders. Well, did you? Well, you did tell us to talk amongst ourselves, Brian. So quit complaining that we are all saying hi to each other. I'm not complaining. Oh, we have a new person in the house, Arthur Humphreys. Hello, Arthur. How are you? Nice to see some new people in the chat. Let's have a look. Right, yeah. Hoping birthdays, helping with exhibitions. Yeah, okay. Well, we'll definitely be there 100% on Sunday either way. Hoping for both days. Well, if I see you there, Jason, I see you there, my friend. Sean, hello. How are you? Let's have a look. What is the crew exhibition like? Gets has got too big and makes it impossible for me to see anything in my chair. I doubt I will be going again, to be honest. Yeah, Mav, I totally understand where you're coming from, to be kind of honest. It's the Finn shuffle. Get used to it, Andy. Yeah, Mav, I do get what you're on about there, my friend. It was humongously packed, but that's not down to the exhibition's fault. I think if they're sensible with it, I think next year, I think they will probably just be selling limited tickets. Even they did not know exactly how many people were going to turn up that weekend. And fair play to them. They organised it really, really well. And yeah, there were a few hiccups along the way, but completely and totally out of their control. They had no idea that 3 out of the 5 buses that they put on were going to fail. They put on 5 buses in the hope that it wouldn't cause too much disruption to people. But alas, 3 broke down, and the 2 really, really old ones kept going. So yeah, I'm now nearly out of coffee. Lovely. But yeah, I completely get where you're coming from, Mav. I'm pretty sure it was very difficult for you to get around in a chair, especially with the amount of people that was there. But yeah, anyway. Right, so I think we're slightly cashing up. He dropped some bits off at my wife's today, and he said he's been 48 hours. Oh, right, okay. Yeah, Sean, I'm really, it's really sad to hear about your bad news, my friend. I'm really am sorry to hear about what happened. I won't go into it much. I mean, if you feel that you want to tell everybody in the chat, then it's fair enough. Oh, hang on a minute. Have I got that right? Alan got banned from chat. Why? Right, okay. Weird. Brian, I agree with you about Gets. I have no complaints about the organisation there. I went on a Sunday hoping it would be a bit quieter, but it was more like a flock of seagulls fighting for a chip. Yeah, especially around the Making Tracks exhibition. That was mental. I actually filmed that over 2 days. And I think it took me in total about an hour to get down the whole layout and was able to film it all. But yeah. Right, okay. Yeah. Right. Ah, right, okay. Right, okay. Yeah, cool. Right. Give big thumbs up for that one. Right, okay, I'll give that one a go. Right, okay, right. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to very, very quickly take you around the layout, show you what I've got planned over the next couple of months, and then we will go from there. There are a few other bits and pieces that I've got planned to do to the layout, of which probably won't happen until probably about mid next year. But at least you get a rough idea of problems I've been getting with the layout and ways I'm going to be trying to remedy those problems. So, right, okay, it did take me about an hour as well, finishing. Yeah, okay, yeah. Making Tracks 3 will be at near over the Christmas period too. Yes, I've heard about that, Peter. £6, I believe it's going to cost for you to be able to go and see that, which I think is actually quite reasonable. Making Tracks was so busy. Yeah, they should have factored that. Was well, yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. Yeah, a lot of people agree. A lot of people don't agree. It's yeah, it's one of them. Yeah. For those that didn't enjoy the show, that's quite sad to hear, to be fair, because I really did enjoy myself. Um, something to look at, I think. Ticket control events, if advanced ticketing. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do agree there. Yeah, I think. I think. I think having a fixed amount of tickets to a show is probably a good idea. Um, there will be a lot of disappointed people, of course, doing it that way, but it swings and roundabouts. You're going to disappoint somebody one way or another, aren't you? But maybe it might not be as busy next year with Making Tracks not being there, but we'll see. All I know is I really enjoyed myself and I enjoyed meeting a lot of other YouTubers as well as at the show. Right, anyway, let's get on to what I've been trying to do for the last 30 minutes. Right, come on, let's have a look. Let me show you what we've been doing. Right, okay. Because I was going to take you around on the other cam, but that sort of packed up, didn't it? Okay, right. So over here then. So here we have Finchester Works, sort of. Excuse the mess. That's a running theme. Right, now over here you'll see that I've put this crossing point in here just as sort of a reference for now. Well, the general idea is what I'm going to do is there's going to be at least one point off here. I'm toying with the idea of putting this in roughly about in the middle here like that, with a point here and a point over the other end over here as well. So you've got two ways in which to get into here. Now, the issue that I've got over here, just let me move a few little bits and pieces around out of the way. There we go. Right, so over here you can see I've got a track here that's coming into, there we go. You've got a track here that's coming into Finchester Works. This curve here is way too tight, and I'm having issues with some trains not being able to get through it. So where the point is underneath, moving more stuff out the way. So where you got pointing down there, that is going to be taken out. This is going to be all taken out here. And then there's going to be a new line running in from here. And it's going to take you all the way around to here. And then from there, then back into the turntable. That's the sort of plan. I hope you could see that. But that's the sort of plan I've got with that one. Then over here, over at Finnerton Central over here, I've still got these sort of placed roughly about where I want them right now. They are going to get set in properly at some point or another. I do have other bits here Let's have a look. Right, bear with me a second while I pull this out. Oh, hang on a minute, that's the wrong piece. Where is it? There we are. Right. Okay, where are you? There you are. Hello. Right, I've got this piece here. Now, these are, well, will be U-shaped ones. In fact, actually, where are the U-shaped ones? That L-shaped one was actually given to me by accident. Oh. How many people feeling seasick? So we've got this U-shaped section here. That is going to act as the guttering. And what's going to happen here is that is going to get placed in between each roof section. So there's going to be one there, one there, one there, and so on and so forth. So this is going to be in between each roof section like that to act as a piece of guttering. And then what I'm going to do is these 4 sections here, I'm going to fix them in permanently. So these 4 sections here are all going to be fixed in permanently. Once they're fixed, there's going to be another section over here that will be removable. And then over here, there's going to be another section here that's going to be removable. And then there's going to be another section over here that's not going to be removable. So I'm going to have certain sections that are, which is enough for me to be able to get my hand in to do stuff like, I know, like derailments and stuff like that. Over here, I've been having some issues with the top section here. I've fixed it now, thanks to the track setters that I got from West Hill Wagon Works. And is that the right one? So I've got 5th radius one in there, which fits into there. And that was able to reset that. The issue I had was the join here. We're going to have a look. There's the join. That join there, the tracks were too wide apart at both ends. So what was happening is the front ponies were dropping into the track, and as it was coming out the other end, it was derailing. But that's now fixed. So I'm happy with that now. The only issue I've got now, of course, is if I ever decide to remove this, because this is just held on by magnets. The principal idea is that is removable, and then the rest of it drops down. But to be kind of honest with you, I think it's going to stay up. Yes, it can still be dropped down if need be. So we can sort of say that it's going to be future-proof, maybe. So in the event where I can't actually bend down to get underneath the layout, I can at least drop that down. I'll still be all right. Right, so what else we got? Okay, the Bridge of Doom. So there's the Bridge of Doom. Okay. The Bridge of Doom is going to go in here. So my plan is to have it in here, all the way across there to about here. Okay. So this track here, which is currently a disused track, that's going to come out. And then the track at the back here is going to be set more towards the middle here. And then I'm going to be cutting out a section of this to enable for the Bridge of Doom to go in. Now, with the Bridge of Doom, if you look at it, you'll see that there's not really a great deal of space there between the top and bottom of it. So my plan for this is to be able, I'm trying to do this without shaking you all around too much. So the idea is to drop this down to about there, okay, which is more than enough room for me to set the bridge in, but also enough room for trains to still travel underneath here, because this section here is not going to be seen when it's finished. That's all going to be completely covered up. But from the top, you'll see the Bridge of Doom. You will probably see a river section underneath the bridge here, and then it will then come out over Finnerton Central over here, and then well, I'm exaggerating, but it's going to come out to about here, about halfway over Finnerton Central, and it's going to go up, so to speak. But yeah, a lot of plans. That sort of side of things is probably not going to happen until next year. Oh, I've just seen Tony Northeastern pop in. Hello, Tony. Great to meet you. It gets my friend. But yeah, I tell you what. While I'm thinking about it, while I've got you all up here, let's have a look. So, new cards. We've got Timber Surf, Bloomsonia. We've got Dino, Mud Railway Shed. We've got Robert of Robert's Trains. We've got Paul, Smallwood Junction. John, Piccadilly Mud Railway. We've got Tony Northeastern. We've got Digger Evans. I had his badge quite a while ago, and we've got RGJ Trains' new stickers as well. You have to get in touch with them if you want one of those. Mega structures going on there. Yeah, right, Tony. This is your fault. Completely and totally your fault. This is. But because this grand, massive station that you built gave me the idea of having this built, and this is all being built by Timber Surf. He's 3D printing everything for me. Sort of cheating a little bit. Yeah, you made all of yours bit by bit, by hand. I've had mine 3D printed. But it's because of you. It's given me the idea of building that. So, your fault. So, Timber, if you want to blame anybody, blame Tony Northeastern. It's all his fault that I came up with this idea to begin with. So, yeah, Tony, thank you very much. You've inspired me. You really have. I think I've just seen somebody else pop in. Yes, I've seen Christopher. Christopher, hello. How are you? You have been spanned, my friend. And Tony, I've known you for quite some time now, my friend, and I'm so glad to see that you've actually popped in to say hello. So, as a result, I will give you a spanner also. Thank you very much. Yeah, it's always nice to see new people pop into the chat, even if it's people I already know. Yeah, it's marvellous. I love it. Thank you very much. But yeah, that's pretty much what I've got planned, really. Oh, there is one other thing. Does any of you remember my old layout? For those of you that do remember my old layout, do you remember the train station, what do I call it? Finton Parkway. If you do, and for those of you that don't, as well as, Mr. X go, yeah, I remember that one. I made him speechless when I tore it all up. Right. Well, the mess that is currently over here is going to be the new Finton Parkway. Okay. With the new stations and everything else like that. This, however, is the old one. Now, for those of you that do remember my old layout, you will remember this very well. This is the old train station off my old layout. It's currently sat here for a good reason, and that is I'm planning on building this station again up in that far corner over there. So this corner here, this curve here, is going to be a new train station. Okay? And I'm going to be using all the buildings that I had on the old layout. So some of the old layout is being recycled and it is being put back into the new one. Not all of it ended up in the bin. Some did, some didn't. But that was one of the items that I was able to save, and I've actually dug that out of the attic this week. And I've placed it there because there's going to be a lot of work going on above at the top here quite soon, I think. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to set myself with 2 projects. Top branch line is going to be one of the projects. The other project is going to be the roof on Fin. Too many names. But yeah, Finlayson Central's roof is going to be the other project. So that is going to be dealt with over Christmas. But while I'm building that, I'm also going to start making provisions to start building the section in front of me here over the branch line. So the branch line is going to be out of action for a little while, I think. I don't want it to be out of action for too long. You know, I want to run trains, but I end up doing too much building work instead. So over there, the Bridge of Doom is going to be going in, and then I'm going to be building a panel that's going to go over the top of Finlayson Central. I'm going to be putting some lights in and stuff like that, so it lights it up pretty well as well. So from bloody fireworks. So what you will see when I'm videoing running sessions is you're going to be seeing trains coming in and out of Finlayson Central. Great. And what I'm going to do is it's just slightly above it. You're going to probably see like a skyline going above it. But above that skyline is going to be the ravine that I'm going to be building where the Bridge of Doom is going to be going. So yeah, the Bridge of Doom is going to be repainted. Rob and Grace have very kindly already primed it ready. So that is going to get a coat of paint. The cables, not too sure what to paint those yet. I will have to have a think on those. And the actual bridge girders themselves, they will be painted a different colour, quite probably red, I think. But I don't know, I'll have a look. But I've always wanted one of these ever since I saw the bridge over in Wales, near to where Rob and Grace live. Yeah, ever since seeing that bridge, I've always fancied wanting one, having one, and now I've got one, which is great. So that's going to be incorporated into the front there, so I can get trains running on the branch line again. Then once I've got all that done, then I'm going to start concentrating on building the roof over Finlayson Central as well. So there's an awful lot of building work yet to be done. Sadly, a bit of track reconfiguring yet again. Honestly, I have to admit, if I had the money and the opportunity, I'd start all over again. I really would. But there's been, yeah, Mr. X, you're absolutely right. Yeah, mega station, and it is going to be a mega station. It's not going to be anywhere near as good as Tony Northeastern's, but yeah, what's he say? Sounds like someone I know who does too much building work instead of running trains. I'm glad you understand. The bridge that is currently half closed for 2 years. Oh my word, is it really half closed, is it? But yes, it is that one, yes. Resurrection. Yeah, it is going to be a bit of a resurrection. And I'm also going to finish the train station because I never finished it. But yeah, it does need finishing, which means I need to add the stone pieces that go above the windows, the window ledges. I need the wall of that, and just make it look like a proper building. But to those of you that didn't know, that was actually a Hornby booking hall to begin with, and it is now what you saw there. Right, let's see, what was original? Oh, that was original. Yes, it was, Andy. I don't think I knew you back then. I don't think. But yeah, that was originally Finton Parkway. The new Finton Parkway is now going to be behind me. Um, but yeah, that's going to be a new station. So at some point or another, I need to find a new name for a new train station. Maybe you can all help me with that one. We'll see later on, eh? Um, right. Just Brian. Yes, that was one of the last ones I heard. Watched Finton Parkway. Yeah, Finton Parkway was actually in a competition that I did some years ago. Um, there was no prize really. It was just a bit of mucking around. There was loads of people that gave me different ideas for a train station, and that was one of the ones I picked. The gentleman, I'd love to remember his name. Jam Fields. Jam Fields. That was him. He was the guy who came up with the idea for that train station. I don't think he's around anymore. I don't know what happened to him. I think he stopped his channel through ill health, I think. But yeah, I mean, I hope he's okay. But that was some years ago now. Yeah, John, I'm sure you remember my previous layout because I think you've been following right from the conception of it, I think. Um, but yeah, so that's what's going to be happening with that. Anything else? The Mega Station. Yeah, I like that. Sounds like someone I know. Yeah, read that already. Sorry. Right, gotta go, Bri. Show to prep and a brief meeting. Enjoy the rest of the show, peeps, and take care all. Okay, Mr. X, thank you very much for dropping in. It's very nice for you to pop in, my friend, but I know you're a very busy man, and yeah, uh, yeah, great. Um, just out of a matter of interest, though, to those of you who um, may be into drum and bass, I don't know. I know there's a few younger people out there, but I mean, I'm nearly 50 and I love drum and bass myself. But if you want to catch up with Mr. X, go and tune into Nova FM at 10 o'clock tonight, and he'll be there playing some music. So go and join it if you want. That's if you're into that sort of music. I know some people are not, but there you go. There you go, Mr. X. I did a bit of a plug for you. Right, okay, right. People are all now saying goodbye to Mr. X. So, right then, where are we at now? We're about 1:15 now, right? So, Martin, if you're still here, I'd imagine you're probably going to be going and sorting out your live stream soon. I'm going to start wrapping things up about now, I think. I don't think there's really quite much else really to mention now, really. But yeah, it's been awfully great to meet up with everybody today. It really has. In fact, what I'm going to try and do now is put a link to Martin's channel. So let's have a look. There it is. See if I can get in there before fly mode does. Right, okay. Come on, quick. Paste, copy, done. There you go, everybody. So if anybody Timber, beat you to it. So if anybody wants to go and join, is that a Hornby Bridge? Raymond, yes, it is. And thank you very much for joining in. I didn't even know you was here. But hello, Raymond, and goodbye. But yeah, Raymond, if you pop into the chat again next time, then, I'll give you a spanner as well, eh? So for those of you who do not know, I do a live stream at 6 p.m. every first Saturday of the month. I know a few people have asked me if I can do more. Really, I can't. I am really, really pushed for time as it is. I'd love to do more, but I just can't do it. But never say never. It may be something for the future. You never know. So there's the link. If you all want to go and see Martin over at Shedmouth Junction, go over there now. He'll be setting up his live stream very, very soon. And then you've got RGJ Trains a little bit later on. Also, I would imagine Martin will be putting a link to their show after his stream also. If you do, great. Unless, of course, one of the moderators for his stream does it for him. But anyway, enough waffling. I've done enough. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight. I really do appreciate it. And if those of you haven't already done so, I also have a Facebook page as well. If you want to come and join us all over there, more the merrier. You do occasionally get to hear a few updates that happen on the layout before I mention it on YouTube. And also there are other things as well on there. People can also plug their channels on there as much as they like. If anyone has any questions to ask about problems they have with their layouts, ask away. There's always somebody there that's going to answer a question for you. And yeah, come and join us if you wish. If you want to come and find us, I'm on Facebook under Finneton Central. Anyway, for now, thank you very much for tuning in. Honestly, again, I really do appreciate it. And I'll see you all in the next one. So take care for now and happy modelling. And I'm going to go and play with my 00 gauge. Bye, Mick. Ta-ra for now and bye-bye.